Peace and love, African family. Peace, love, and sunlight. This is Ank Eru from jamtoursafrica.com, exporthavenrealty.com family. That's what we're dealing with today. Export Haven Realty. Veganchoicefoods.com for your health. You know what I mean? Health is wealth. You know what I mean? The Big Bamboo Mokumbero and the vegan Jamaican restaurant over there in Lavington, Nairobi family. So in this video, guys, I was actually my Jamaican brethren this year called me and say, yo, president. I said me like that. So I was like inviting him to like a real estate event family, the same developers that do Astro Bay. As you know, I'm big on Astro Bay family, and I'm just making this video, guys, let you guys know that, you know, booking a consultation is very important, family, because why? You know what I mean? Most people are rich on earth. Everybody not rich. Me not rich, I bill right now, family. You know what I mean? So if you can get the chance to bill with Jam Tours, right now you can't learn nothing from the rich man. A man will look for coming to Africa and bill. The big rich man is a come and dump him money, not even see him. You know what I mean? But a man will do the thing on the ground. I bill him a bill. So if you not have a lot of money like that, you come just sprout, go just put in an investment, open up a franchise and just disappear, and money will work for you like clockwork. If you have money, you can just come and do that. You know what I mean? But for a man like Jam Tours to come here with nothing, you know what I mean, and I make something, I have to actually be going in the streets. I have to start from, you know, ground zero. You know what I mean? So me having a look restaurant, getting into real estate, you know what I mean, helping people and stuff. And I'm doing it because I am doing it. You know what I mean? And you get a chance to learn. You get a chance to learn from somebody where I try to build something, family. So being around Jam Tours is very important. You know what I mean? You guys don't understand. Like the rich man, you can't learn nothing from him. And the man will come on the internet and talk make video and do the do, now walk the walk. You still can't learn nothing from him, family. And the man on the ground, I get up out of bed every morning, I touch the road. You know what I mean? My days them very unpredictable. Like I just get up, drive out, and that's it. The day start by 11, 12, somebody start call me. I know me have to be somewhere, me have to do something, you know what I mean? So I create my own way of surviving and to be self-sufficient. You know what I mean? That's the reason why I was thinking about this man to myself that Jaja. No, you know what I mean? The most important thing, family, is coming to Africa with a skill. You know what I mean? My skill was like the online thing. You know, so I was thinking about an idea, I never can say it. I can't say it because you never can take my ideas. But I'm saying to myself, no, because I come from the online age where I do online business, e-commerce, that will bring me here. You know what I mean? So Kenya is so digital and online, so it favors somebody like me. You know what I mean? Because when I can get on these food apps and get on these apps and people can just go up online and buy stuff, that's my forte, family. You know what I mean? So that's the reason why you see I am actually you know, I am progressing in Africa. And a lot of people come and make videos and say, you know, it's hard. Why? Because I prepare myself. You know what I mean, for understanding like banking, finance, and you know how to move money around and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So when they come to Kenya and a man, you can tell a man, say, yo, send me 100,000 shillings. And the man go up on him phone, go up on Remitly, and he have your M-Pesa number, and by the time it come off of the phone, the 100,000 in your account. Which country you can actually, you know what I mean, do that? Tell me now. You know what I mean? So I need to actually prepare myself. So I am doing the right thing, and I'm trying to consult you to do the right thing. You know what I mean? Because I come with an online style of business model. You know what I mean? And Kenya favor that because the traffic and everything, most people they want to get something. That's how we start veggie rush. You know what I mean? I'm gonna fly in and he's a vegan and he want to get some fresh fruits and vegetables. And him can, you know what I mean, but if you walk, you know what I mean, a big executive and stuff. You know what I mean? Just want them thing because health is wealth, family. You can't run down money and forget your health. You'll say, nah, go be around to enjoy that wealth. You know what I mean? So you have to actually, you know, when you make money, your health have to before your wealth. And I see you enter because money, everything not happen overnight, you know what I mean? So if you don't preserve your health, that money that you make, the doctor they might suck it out from chemotherapy, you know what I mean, from some drugs, you know what I mean? So the best thing you can do is make money and eat healthy, you know what I mean? And that's why we have vegan-choice-foods.com. So, you know what I mean, when you come and you have a problem in Africa because you don't do the right thing, you know what I mean? You can't come in Africa and not think about getting a job. You can't come in Africa and think about actually, you know what I mean, you know, maybe just, you know, I mean, you have to have something outside coming inside and you have to be able to actually start to build something inside. So what you have your online business and make money, yeah, maybe I get US dollars or come in Kenya. You know, you can survive for a while, but how long you survive for because nothing online no lasts. So you have to tell yourself, say, yo, me have to go so boom right now and set up something in Kenya. Every little business me can go in, and most of my business them family I start with maybe less than $0. You know what I mean? My first business I started with $50. You know what I mean? And as I was saying in my video the other day that, you know, when a man start from nothing and he's building, it's hard for him to go back to nothing because he start with nothing. But the people who win big and win a big jackpot, them never actually earn it. When you earn things in life the right way, you know what I mean, it cannot last. You know what I mean? When you earn, you have to actually be eating healthy for 5 to 6 years to earn health. You know what I mean? That's how it is, family. Nothing in life not come easy and overnight. You know what I mean? You only realize when you reach 40, you eat healthy in your 20s, and you only realize when you reach 40, you look like 20. You know what I mean, family? And you eat healthy all your life, you not see it. You not see it. And when you go down in the age and see it, you say, your blood clean, you look around for everybody. And you realize that you and them at the same age, are them older than you, and you look younger than them. You know what I mean? And that's when health start to show, family. So, you have to start. You know what I mean? If me to start this from like all my kids them, I don't know guys, but I'm creating a different generation. You know what I mean? Because when I think about, you know what I mean, what my kids are getting compared to what me used to get, I said to myself, yo, Jano, it's gonna be a serious situation. You know what I mean, bringing up my generation. You know what I mean? My little 12 tribe of Israel. But anyway, guys, you know the thing go. Let me actually get a juice, and I'm gonna stop at a juice shop when I'm going out in the morning to get a juice. I normally have beetroot, tree tomato, ginger, lime, mango. You know what I mean? You know the thing go. Yeah, family. So it's a good feeling to walk in a store and talk to people. And you can just see the smile on them face, like them I say, yo, Jano, this is strange. I like this Jamaican accent. It's like you guys just see a smile, like them feel happy. When I come in an establishment, family, and I talk, it's like everybody have a smile on them face. It's like everybody just get happy, family. You know what I mean? I don't know why. That's what I experienced as a Jamaican in Kenya. So if you want that experience, you have to come and search for it. Yeah, family, so I'm actually on my way to Westlands and I meditate and I get download from the Most High. So we see the EFF leader in actually South Africa. You know, Malema family. Malema is a Lembe. You know what I mean? You know, Lembe people. You know what I mean? But as I'm saying, family, the man was to get charged with some gun and all kind of thing, family. And the judge that laid down the sentence is actually is not from South Africa, family. Not, you know what I mean? It's crazy, family. The man who made the law, you know, and I was comparing it to Kenya, family. I told myself that in Kenya, at least you have all the judges in Kenya African, come from different tribes, family. So you guys have to understand that Kenya is the most Pan-African African country. You agree with me? Drop a comment. You disagree with me? Drop a comment. I want to hear, you know what I mean, from your point of view. Because in Kenya, you know what I mean, Africans have more control over them economy, family. The African native, so the closest country is to be free from colonization and neo-colonization, it has to be Kenya. Because Kenya have the blocks, them have the foundation to carry the economy to the next level. You know what I mean? Where people are going to surprise. You know what I mean? Because you guys have to understand that actually Kibaki or something like that, whatever, Kibaki, the president, you know what I mean, the constitution when him write, I heard in the news that the Nigerians them come, I try to study it and I see, you know, how them can adapt it and put it in them law family. You know what I mean? So Kenya have some things right now if you notice it, you know what I mean, you'll understand where Kenya going family. You know what I mean? Because in a most, I don't know, but in a Kenya, there's African, them are the government, you see no other race. You see like you have Jamaica politics, where you have like, you know, Bustamante and Siago, them and they come from Middle Eastern or where they want to come from. You know what I mean? Trust me, fam, it's a different climate that can come out to politics. In Jamaica, even Mark Golden right now, the man in have cities, the man in born in Jamaica, the man in lineage in Jamaica. If you're not actually come from if you're not a lineage from the Atlantic slave trade, you're not a native Jamaican. If you're not an ancestor DNA from the transatlantic slave trade, you are not actually a Jamaican. So if that video where that lady I do a talk about say, oh, Jamaica is not African, she's an idiot. You know what I mean? Because even when you think about it, almost all of the actually legends and people who put Jamaica on the map are African people. You know what I mean? Like, you know, maybe 90%. And it all started from Bob Marley. You know what I mean? Bob Marley was a Pan-Africanist family. You know what I mean? And once, you know what I mean? And that's the thing, you guys have to understand, this is in the spiritual realm. Because the Most High and Satan are fought in the events and then come and fight on earth. You know what I mean? Because God put him man on earth and say, you're going to obey me and do what I say if you do, and everything will be alright. Now Satan come and trick man. Satan come and trick man. So man disobey God. So when you see Bob Marley come from actually, you know what I mean, from a different, it's just the bloodline that Bob Marley have of the African Hebrew Israelite. Make him get so powerful. Once you have a little piece of it, trust me. You know what I mean? Because the blessing already upon you that the Most High say you will never actually lack. You will be able to be prospering and, you know, good things will come from this 12th tribe. You know what I mean? So anything you see happen around the world, just actually, and to know if it's a 12th tribe, it's easy if you understand if you are part of the 12th tribe family. You know what I mean? The Bantu people, those are the 12 tribe of Israel family. Mix up and twine up with this one and that the one and that the one and, you know what I mean? So that's how the thing said family. Till they end up even have you know, Europeans we say them are this 12 tribe too and all kind of thing. But you know what I mean? Once you know yourself, you don't care when nobody wants to say family. You know what I mean? You know say yo, you're the 12 tribe, you know say the Bible tell you say yo, you know what I mean? You know, Jacob and whatever, the two brother them, one was like a battle, so you know say him now a ear upon him and the other one have ear. You know what I mean? I was thinking about it and say it could even be two actually African, because you know there's African we have that is eerie, and then there's a Bantu people that have no their skin smooth. Like my wife, I was like looking at the kids and I said to myself that, you know, when I read the scriptures and I said to myself, but it's not what them say, you know what I mean, the 12 tribe of Israel, one of the brother is like that. You know what I mean? Jacob is like that. He's like him skin smooth, there's no ear, and one have ear family. So when I check the Bantu tribalistic thing, I realized that none of these African has no ear, them skin is like battle. When you check your skin, you see you have a little hair. You know what I mean? My wife them now no hair upon them skin. No hair for shave. You know, oh you know, we back in the West, most of us have a shave like your foot and ear for your foot, and them now no ear family. You know what I mean? I look on the kids them skin, me I say, you know, there's no ear on them skin, you know, kids born with ear on them skin. It's like a battle. I have to like, there's not one ear. You know, if you have to look at that scriptures and understand, you realize how serious that is, family. Because that'll tell you exactly who the people are. You know what I mean? Like who have the most DNA of the, because you know the DNA got mixed up and twist up. Some people have a little 1%, some have more, you know what I mean? And some have the most of it. So the most of it is actually in a certain, it's the Bantu tribe, and then in the Bantu tribe you have a certain tribe that have the more of the Israelite DNA. Crack we a crack code, that the most I give me this and me I say it. You know what I mean? I'm not even a Bible man family. I'm not even like, you know what I mean? Bits and pieces of me hear from my mother them. And you know what I mean? And you see something online and it connect back and, you know what I mean? It must like give you the answer. Because now, I always want to find the answer, you know. Who is these people like? You know what I mean? The Bible say it, but we don't know. You know what I mean? So when you actually get the download now to decipher this truth and bring it to the world, you have to bring it to the people. You know what I mean? But anyway, guys, I go where I go. I'm a morning, and I'm just give you a piece of it. Guys, book your consultation. Consult at all level. Spiritual level, financial level, health level. You know what I mean? Any level you have, we try to fix it and make sure you know what I mean, you're coming to the promised land, a better man. Alright? Yeah. A small cup. I mean, big cup and a small cup. Yeah, man. So Kenya nice. Then a pound of rice if you're not there, link up with jamtoursafrica.com. Yeah, family, so I'm actually almost reached the development. As I said, you know what I mean, this developer in actually Kenya, I'm the only one right now, family. I've got actually a little bit outside Nairobi and I built affordable luxury apartment. And as you guys know, Astra Bay is almost sold out. Glad to get my little studio, family, because you know what I mean? As you know me, family, I start small. I don't have the money to start big, so I start small, family. And if you don't have no money, you can start small. You know what I mean? You don't have to start big. You can start from a little studio. Either when it's done, you sell it back, you flip your money, or you put it up, you rent it out and get a little passive income. Nothing beat passive income in your family. No matter if it's small, you know, so every month you get it. You know what I mean? But when you actually have something and you sell it, you're going to use all the money and maybe do something else you might. You know what I mean? So a passive income is always a good way to start out with something. You have something and bring something every month. You know what I mean? You have a lot of Airbnbs and a lot of these things coming up now and stuff. So, you know, I think about coming to Africa, these are the things you invest in, family, when you want to come. You have to invest in tangible things that when you come, it will actually help you to start understand how things run and how money is made, and you know what I mean? So that's all you have to do. You have to come, create something, and that money, that thing that you create, make money for you. You know what I mean? So you can live normal. You don't have to be worried about, I want if the US government will cut off this and cut off this funding, that funding, and now you're left in a limbo. So anybody where I get them US funding and those things, them need to actually set up something. You know what I mean? Because it must last forever. Because as I said before, family, there's gonna be a great reset. When that reset happens, family, you know what I mean? Everything will go back to zero, so them can rebuild again. Because that's what happened with all empire. You know what I mean? When the BRICS or whatever, China or whatever start run the world. Well, not even said that for me, but when Africa start run the world, it has to transfer to a different system. A more fairer system where equal rights and justice for all. You know what I mean? So it has to change to a system, an African system. So when all of that actually colonial capitalist system actually, you know what I mean, bankrupt and you know what I mean, can't go no more, it busts. You know what I mean? A bubble now. And when it busts, now, you know what I mean, somebody have to take over. You know what I mean? And the country have the minerals and have everything where everybody want, and they want to take over family. You know what I mean? So you have to understand that, investing in Nairobi and investing in Africa is actually a serious thing, because, you know what I mean, other people have a lot of money, they come and just do it you know, but you might just not have the money like them, but you can come and build something on the ground, you know what I mean, starting small. Nobody feel like you want to come and do something big and blow out all your money, you know what I mean? Put a little this up, put a little this up, put a little this up, book your consultation so you can know where to put your money, you know what I mean? And that's the thing, if the Chinese developer, them call me, and most of the time, when I start charge them for my consultation. Because now it's analytics how I run the place and data right now, you know. So when a new Chinese developer come in Nairobi, they want to meet up with the seller, they might find out what going, you know what I mean? You know, this project, you know, that they did, how is it doing, and you know, how is it selling? Them almost sold out, because the most important with real estate when they're doing like half plan is to get the project sold out before you even you reach half of the development. Before you reach half of the development, you're supposed to sold out. And once you can do that, you know, the people are gonna start trusting you now. And that's the thing with the real estate family, it's not just a one sale and gone. Because most of these people have money coming from somewhere. So as soon as they buy an apartment, next year they buy another one. And if the developer build apartments every year, the same client they're gonna buy again, family. You know what I mean? So, you know, a serious thing are going. So now we have to start charge them for the consultation, you know what I mean? Give them this valid information that they need so they can know how to actually, you know, because, you know, even actually in real estate, you have to strategic, you have to be strategic, you have to find out where the market really wants at this time, you know what I mean? So the market want actually lower income house like Diaspora can afford and still have money. A man we have like a 50,000 save up. Most Diaspora have like 50,000 save up, family. I'm telling you. So them you come, you buy an apartment, a small little studio for 15 million, for 15,000. 15,000 US, you have actually 35 left. You come to Kenya, you spend like 10,000 and start a little small business. And that's it for me. I have a little savings left back if anything happen. You know what I mean? But you know, you have to start a little busy and earn some Kenyan shillings and you build your thing. That's the thing of family. So when I'm gonna say your jam tours, you know, consultation, you know, important. I go with my girl. Because highly unlikely if you still in the military, you must have 50,000 save up, or you save up and say, yo, this is my little money, you know what I mean, what I go use for retire upon and go for my little trips and stuff. But you realize, say, yo, nothing now going in America and you want to cut out with your 50,000. That's the best plan, you know what I mean? Because you can't use up everything. But if you can come to a country with cheaper, opportunity there are so much, you know what I mean? It's a better thing, you know what I mean? At least you get a start and you know, stay in Babylon until it crash, you lose everything. You know what I mean? So anyway, family, so the property, it's called Dulce Oasis. Them have Million Horizon on the other side on the corner there, so, and them have Astro Bay. Today, guys, them have like an event. So I'm actually, you know, them call me to come and check it out and stuff, to be a part of it. Not be a part of it, but be a guest or whatever. You know what I mean? You know, we're growing up in real estate, and I do it because that's the last, you know, accomplishment I want to accomplish is to be a developer. You know what I mean? Eco-friendly house, you know, self-sufficient house, and them type of house that we are dealing with. You know what I mean? Yeah, so let's go, family, let's go. Yeah, family, so as you can see, guys, we are with Remax Home, and this is actually you know, Dulce Oasis. We have Million Horizon on the other side, we have Astro Bay down Lower Kabedi. So we just come for a small meeting with all the actually, you know, the people who promote for them and, you know, help them to sell and stuff like that. So it was just like a meeting for that, where them giving us information and the new show house at Million Horizon, family. Trust me, guys, you know, I really love this developer. Why? Because them actually, you know, thinking about family, them thinking about investment, you know what I mean? Them do different type of project for different type of budget, you know what I mean? So I love this developer. You know, even me get a small studio, family, you know what I mean? I was saying to myself that, you know, when I was selling like, you know, well, Emerald Spring and all of those apartments in the Outer Westlands, I was saying to myself, when I'm going to own a little small thing, you know what I mean? And, you know, for me start small, you know what I mean? You know, so if anybody interested, you know what I mean, this is an awesome developer, and I like the style of building. They build high income, low income, And you know what I mean? Everybody are rushing now for the $15,000 home, the $20,000, $30,000. You get 2-bedroom for like $35,000 family, 2-bedroom. And you can see these developers them in the market for the past 10 years. You know what I mean? So it's not somebody who just come. So you can just imagine you spend a 15,000 US for a nice studio, and when you look in that studio, you feel like you're in a 1-bedroom family. Because these people understand the market. They're not just gonna come like a local developer and build a small little each up studio for you. It's gonna look like and feel like a 1-bedroom. The finishing gonna look good, and you're gonna feel so nice in this place. You know what I mean? Nice luxury with amenities. So you feel like you're living family. So we just want to let you guys know that you know what I mean, if you want to get a free tour of all of these properties coming up, different price, you know what I mean, you will find something for yourself. So I mean, so link up Expert Avian Realty, get a free Nairobi. Yeah, family. So as you can see, guys, this is a 3-bedroom. You know what I mean? This 3-bedroom, just my family. When I say these things, because I can see in the future, family. You know what I mean? You having a 3-bedroom in Westlands, Nairobi, nothing beat that. You know what I mean? Because when you think about that 300 and 400 and 500,000 a month, stable. A family now go actually move from a place until they buy them house or till they figure out Nairobi. So they will buy this place, come to Nairobi, figure it out, find a piece of land, build a house, and eventually move out and rent it out. You know what I mean? When you move out, you rent it out to another family, and that income just move and come in. For the next 5 years, you have a stable income for 5 years, family. So don't sleep on 3-bedroom in Westlands, Nairobi. You know what I mean? The 1 and 2 bedrooms for short-term stay, but the long-term you want, the long-term money you want, passive income coming in every month. You have that money, you can use that money to buy a piece of land and then build your own house. You know what I mean? Yeah, so that's the plan. Yeah, family. So as you guys know, that actually, you know what I mean, Remax Home, the company that actually I promote for and stuff, you know, they call us just to give us information on the properties and stuff, and Emilian Horizon, Duce Oasis. So for anybody looking to get like a 2 or 3 bedroom investment apartment, as I said, guys, you guys, you know what I mean, when I think about this family, you guys don't understand. Like, I hope you guys, people who are watching this, see the value and understand that having a 3 and 4 bedroom in Nairobi right now is like gold. You know what I mean? Because what got me is that all of these you know, families from the Middle Eastern are going to actually come in Kenya. They might come in Africa and look for a safe haven. And the man will have the 3 and 4 bedroom that can hold a, and those Middle Eastern people family, them have a lot of them families very big. And money is not even a problem for them. You know what I mean? So they will come and rent the place with 500,000 shillings and that's it. You know what I mean? It's not, you know. So you guys have to understand that, you know what I mean, a lot of people might say, oh, having a 1-bedroom is a good investment. But when you have a 3 and 4 bedroom, that's a better investment, family. Because you know, so yo, a family now gonna leave your place. A man might come and spend a 1 month and gone, and you wait for another client, you know, get no client. But you know, so when you have a family, a steady 2 and 3 year income are coming in your account every month. You know what I mean? So as the African diaspora, me a plead and a ball and a beg, we don't know guys to come and go invest. So when everything blow up and Africa start run the world and rule the world, everybody has scrambled to come. They are still some jokes. And they say, yo, and we set the trend. Just like when the boy them in New York, the New York is a bill. You know what I mean? No, you can't afford nothing for Manhattan. You can't afford nothing in New York, in the city of New York right now. So at them type of way they you know what I mean, are set up right now for Nairobi, Kenya. So if you're thinking about buying a 3 and 4 bedroom, do it now, family. Because now, even when you think about it, like what I'm telling you right now, these are like the best 3 and 4 bedroom available right now. When you look upon some actually 4 bedroom, you say, yo, John, what's that? When you look at the area, it's green and serene. You say, I'm going to live with my family in the city. And all the amenities and first class, world class amenities, family. So Emilian Horizon, we have 3 bedroom plus a studio. So you have a 3 bedroom place, all in suite, you know what I mean, and then you have a studio on the side of it. So if you have like your mother can stay in the studio, and then your family on the other. You have 4 bedroom, big. You know, when you look, I think I like 200 and something square meter family. And the biggest 4-bedroom. You can get one for like 25 million, 30 million family. Think about it. You know what I mean? In the middle of Westland, in the heart. You know what I mean? You have to do your Oasis now, right now, we finish. That's got to complete by, you know what I mean, maybe like 2-3 months finish. So if you want an apartment, link up with Jam Tours. Them already sold out, it's just like 10%. This one is just for like investment, you know, no view or nothing. Got other building block it so them sell it out cheap and get a big discount. So if you're serious family, you want to stamp your foot on the ground and know so there's no looking back to the west or over it over. Because first of all, the little money we have in the account, never can buy nothing in America. So we are doing it. You know what I mean? Bleed it out. Bleed it out in a tangible asset where you know say yes. If you come back to Africa and jokes, every month I have 300,000 on my account. You know what I mean? And you spend like maybe like, you know, 150,000 for your or 200,000 for your monthly expense. You have 100,000 to save and invest and start a business and do what you need to do. You know what I mean? A lot of people even understand that you just need the right idea and the right investment to actually, you know what I mean, craft it up. You might have a little money and you know what to do with it because you're scared of it running out. Because, you know what I mean, when it run out, you know, have the energy to go up and back for no more family. So that's the reason why you find like, you know, we promote you coming back to Africa. That's the reason why Jam Tours can live normal. I'm not even living, but I'm still living because I'm not even living the way I want to live. But, you know, I have to still have to put in work because, you know, come here with billions of dollars and thousands of dollars. I come here with this money and that money run out from Ghana days when I do a Ghana and come here now. So I try to build something in Kenya right now for me and my family. So, if you get a chance to build with me, are the best thing in that family because 10 years from now, you're going to look and say, you're sorry you never joined the journey. But anyway, guys, one love, Bless, Jamaica. We also have a 3 and 4 bedroom in Westlands, right beside you know, Westgate Mall. You guys can link me up for that, you know, free Nairobi city tour. And when you actually book with us family, you get a text document set up. All of these things you have to go to an attorney to get all of them separately for book before you can buy. But with my program, you get all of these things. Once you pay a 20% deposit, you get all of these things for free. You know what I mean? You get your tax number set up, you get your bank account set up, you get your immigration, you know, set up. You get a Nairobi city tour so you can see the entire city and know where you're gonna live. You know where, you know what I mean. You understand where you're living. You know what I mean? Like what can your amenities around you and all of that. All of these things, family. So this is not just like, you know what I mean. And that's the thing, I was thinking about it while I was in the meeting. I said to myself that a lot of people go up online and buy from actually you know, like companies and stuff here. You can do that, yes, but you know, having a direct source that somebody who on the ground is a different experience. We are helping to get all of these documents and point you into the right immigration advice and stuff. It's a different thing, family, because you know what I mean, most of the time you buy from a company and you know, just left your eye and dry. You're coming into a system that is new, family, you don't know nothing about it. Well, anyway, guys, you know what I mean, that's just my take on the topic. That if you buy through us, you think seal and solid, and you know so there's no turning back, because we're gonna assist you setting up your small business. Whatever you're interested in, put in at the right people and the right, you know what I mean, places for you to progress and advance and feel at home right here in Nairobi. So one love, Bless, Jamaica, may God. Actually, in Nairobi, we're in Lavington, and we have a vegan and Jamaican restaurant right here in Nairobi. So when you come, you get the best of both worlds, the Jamaican style, the Jamaican way. We keep creating and adding new products the Jamaican way. So when you come, you get like the new food. Very tasty. My sister is.
Yes, I'm drinking it.
How does it taste?
It tastes wonderful. It really tastes good.
Tamarind, also Jamaican tamarind.
Okay.
Jamaican tamarind, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, yeah, family, have jelly coconut. We also have sea moss. Yeah. So this restaurant, family, is Dr. Sebi approved. So we're here to actually get, you know what I mean, nice MSP food You know what I mean? Good food.
The vegan,
Vegan and
restaurant.
Jamaican restaurant.
The vegan and Jamaican restaurant. Okay.
Oh, no, it's Charlie.
Here's my plate after finishing the real yard platter. It was really good. I am full. I had oxtails, curry goat, lots of callaloo, rice and peas, avocado, plantains. I'm full, so that's the reason why. And then I don't like fried food so much, so that's the reason why I didn't finish my plantains. But everything else, I really enjoyed. That's why it's all gone.